There is a kind of tired that sleep cannot fix. It is the tired that comes from spending years trying to be enough for people who were never counting your sacrifices. It is the tired of twisting yourself into shapes you were never meant to hold, just to stop the whispers, just to silence the comments, just to finally hear someone say, "She is doing it right." But here is the truth. Nobody warns you about. People will talk when you are doing badly, and they will talk when you are doing well. They will talk when you are standing still, and they will talk when you are bleeding on the floor, trying to get back up. The question was never, "What will they say?" The question was always, "Whose life are you living?" Today's story is about a woman named Amara. Beautiful, capable. A woman who had everything except the courage, for a long time, to live her life for herself. Stay with me, because what happened to Amara is not just her story. It is the story of every person who has ever made a life decision based on what the crowd expected and paid a price. The crowd never had to pay. Amara was 32. She had a quiet apartment, a job she was good at, a laugh that filled every room she entered, and a heart that loved deeply and carefully. She was single, not broken, not damaged, not waiting to be rescued, just single, and at peace with it. But the people around her were not at peace with it. "Amara, you are too beautiful to be alone. What are you waiting for? You are not getting younger. There must be something wrong. If no man has chosen her yet." She smiled through every comment. She laughed off every question. But quietly, the way water finds cracks in concrete, the words got in. At 34, Amara got married, not because her heart was full, but because the noise had finally become louder than her own voice. The wedding was beautiful. People danced. People cried happy tears. People said, "Finally." And for a moment, Amara felt it too. Finally. But the silence that followed, the celebration, was not peace. It was just a pause before the next wave. 2 months after the wedding, "Amara, when are we hearing the sound of small feet? You are not getting any younger. A home without children is not yet complete." The crowd had moved the finish line. Amara went to the doctor. The doctor was calm but clear. "Your body needs time. There are some things we need to monitor. I strongly advise you to wait at least 1 year before trying to conceive." She sat with those words in the car afterwards. 1 year. But 1 year felt impossible. When the comments were daily, when her mother-in-law asked every Sunday, when the looks across the table said everything the mouths weren't saying out loud. So Amara pushed forward, not for herself, for the noise. The pregnancy was hard. From the beginning, her body struggled, the way the doctor had warned it would. But Amara held on. She held on for 9 months, of quiet fear, of tired smiles, of telling everyone she was fine, when she was not fine. And then, the delivery came, and Amara almost did not survive it. There were moments in that hospital room where the machines were too loud, and the voices too urgent, and the world felt very, very thin. She made it, by grace, by prayer, by the hands of people who fought to bring her back. She made it. And when the news spread, do you know what some people said? Why would she risk her life like that? She could have just adopted the same mouse. A new verdict. Amara lay in that hospital bed, weak, quiet, staring at the ceiling, and for the first time in years, she heard herself. Not the crowd, not the comments, not the Sunday questions, or the knowing looks, just herself. And the question that came was devastating. In its simplicity, whose life have I been living? She had married for them. She had rushed for them. She had nearly died for them. And they were still talking. They had always been talking. They always would be talking. Because that is what people do. When it is not their life on the line, they talk. Amara's story carries one truth, and it is a truth that could save your life. If you let it in, people will always have an opinion about a life they are not living. They will tell you when to marry. They will tell you when to have children. They will tell you when you move too fast, and when you move too slow. And no matter what you choose, no matter the sacrifice, no matter the cost, there will always be another comment waiting on the other side. You cannot win an audience. That keeps changing the rules. You can only live honestly, for yourself, with wisdom, with courage, and release the rest. Your life is not a performance for people who are not paying the price of admission. If Amara's story touched something in you today, maybe it is because you are living a version of it. Maybe there is a decision you have been making for the crowd and not for yourself. Maybe there is a voice inside you, quiet, patient, waiting, that you have been drowning out with everyone else's noise. Today, choose to listen to it. You are not here to perform for people who will not hold your hand. In the hospital, live your life, your real one, the one only you can live. Like this video if Amara's story spoke to you. Share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Asterisk and subscribe to Story by Aribs for stories that don't just move you, they remind you who you are. Until next time, stop shrinking for the crowd. You were never meant to fit in their hands.